Hey YouTube, it's been a while obviously since I last uploaded, but I'm getting into a new career mode with Rfactor. I'm starting with the 1998 Formula 1 season, and I'll be driving for Tyrrell. So yeah, the reason I chose 1998 was because that's sort of when I started watching Formula 1, and so yeah, I've had a lot of problems with F1 Challenge, and yeah, no, after all the attempts I just couldn't be stuffed going back to it, so yeah, let's get this started. We'll obviously be starting in Melbourne, and I'll show you my best qualifying. So this was the first attempt that I did, and ended up being my best attempt. So here we go, rounding the first corner here at Melbourne. Turn 1 and 2 is quick, but this particular car, the Minardi, is not amazing. Then I have to really slow it down and turn it early to get it into any corner, which is a little bit annoying, but you know, it's how it is. Yeah, so I got a good feel for the car on this track. I decided to play in this sort of cockpit view because when I was in the cockpit, like the normal cockpit view, like the camera would shake around a little bit, and like it was really realistic. Like it would be how your head would move in Formula 1. But the problem is, I think that you guys watching might get dizzy as we go through the quick section, just trying to keep it off the grass there a little bit. I got this mod pack, by the way, is a WCP 1998 mod, so with the cars and the track packs. As we come around to the penultimate corner here, I have to really get turned in early. I still go a little bit wide. As we come around the final bend here to post my lap time for the race, I ended up doing a 1:31.2. I tried to do further laps, but I didn't end up doing so well. Here's the table. I ended up qualifying fairly well. Ended up being 12th, so I'm happy with a 12th place grid spot in the Tyrrell. My teammate was far further down the field, as you can see, so that bodes well for me this season. So yeah, let's get to the grid. Here we are, lined up for the start of the Australian Grand Prix here. I'm sorry, there's no countdown lights or anything. We're just going to have to work it out for ourselves, and off we go. We've got 20 minutes, 25% race. Got a little bit of wheel spin there. Kind of a bad start, not as bad as it could have been. So we have Mika Hakkinen, I think, there behind us. I think that's Coulthard, I'm not sure. As we come down the front straight here, our teammate Takagi on our side there, as we dive bomb as many cars as we can without hitting them, maybe sometimes, and that's Jono Lacey. Oh, that's Yano Trulli, sorry. Yano Trulli going around there. He's obviously in a slightly better car than Prost, and he just brake checks me there as we come out of turn 4 there. I don't know what the hell that was about. I basically slide into that corner, and there's already an accident there right in front of me. As we move up to 11th place with Ralf Schumacher just ahead of us. This car is quite twitchy, and there's Jacques Villeneuve off to the side there, and we've already got ourselves a safety car in this race. So I'll give us a recap of the start, and then I'll bring us back to the end of the safety car. So this is a replay of the start. As there are lights there, obviously we couldn't see because of the camera view that I've chosen for this series, and you can see a lot of smoke coming from a couple of cars at the back. I think one of those was mine. As all the cars move towards the first corner, the Benetton's there, and the McLaren's got a good start. Someone got squeezed out at one point. I think it was a little bit further up. Actually, I think it was turn 3. It's very squishy in turn 3 here, obviously. I think who gets squeezed out? There's two cars get squeezed out. One of them gets sort of stuck there. So that was the replay at the start. So we've gone around 2 laps now, ready to start the 3rd lap of the race, and the safety car is going in. So we're ready to get a good run. We're up to 10th place in this race, and off we go down the straight, trying to get that Jordan of Ralf Schumacher. The tyres are very cold there. You can see on the bottom right, I've got the tyre heat up as I dive down the inside of Ralf Schumacher there, right behind Damon Hill, who's just moved here from the Arrows team from last season, which was an absolutely horrible decision from him. Who is behind Michael Schumacher and Mika Salo in the Arrows and the Ferrari respectively. You have to stay away from those big boulders there, because they will throw you off, as they did then, as Ralf Schumacher retakes us. Let's have a quick look behind to see how close the car behind is. I really have to slow down around those corners to get the car turned in. Not really the greatest car in the world, but you know, if you're starting in Formula 1, and oh my goodness, Damon Hill has come off the track. Don't know what happened there. Good thing it wasn't another safety car, or I would have been fuming. But you can really see the straight line deficit as Ralf Schumacher crashes into the wall there. I don't know what he was doing. It's almost like the Jordans have had some kind of suspension failure, double suspension failure of some kind. But this corner looks dangerous. There's a lot of cars right there all bunched up as I close in on the back of the Arrows of Mika Salo, and there's been some kind of accident there. I'm not sure what's happened. Let's take a look at the replay. So Eddie Irvine was the one in the accident, and he slips off the curbing there, tries to recorrect it, but smashes back first into the sidewall there, as we all try and get past. Most cars get past undamaged, thankfully. So yeah, no, that was a big accident, but it's moved us up to 5th, which is the points position in the 1998 season. Of course, the points was only given out to the first 6 finishes, unlike today, which is the top 10. But we're in a very good position. If we can hold this for Tyrrell, it would be an amazing achievement. As we've just come around, finished the 4th lap. We're on lap number 5 now, which is kind of the weird thing about Rfactor. It lists the amount of laps that you've done, not what lap you're currently on. So if you look down there and it says laps 4 out of 16, it's because we've done 4 laps out of the 16 we have to do. So we're on lap 5 now. We've got Alex Wirtz, I believe, in the Sauber Petronas, and then we've got Mika Salo in the Arrows right on our gearbox there. I didn't actually notice him until I just had a quick squizzy then, as we try really hard to not go wide there. Mika Salo really, I feel like if he overtakes me, he's just going to shoot off like a rocket, because the Arrows has slightly more speed than us, and there's a slightly better car to drive than the Tyrrell. In that corner section I take it quite well, so I tend to have a good advantage in that section, but the rest of the track seems to be not very good for the Tyrrell. As we come around ready to finish the penultimate corner here, and I think he's in he's either in a Sauber Petronas or he's in a Benetton. We'll find out in a second as we come closer. I'm having a bit of a look there, and I believe that's a Benetton, actually, I should say. So yeah, Alex Wirtz in the Benetton. Jesus, I should really know this. But you can see that the cars tend to get away from me during the straights because they have much better engines than this Tyrrell has. The straight line speed of the Tyrrell is absolutely horrendous, to say the least. But we're approaching the halfway point of the race in terms of distance. It's a 25% race. I think I might do 50% in the future if people start watching this. And we go wide, and off Mika Salo goes. We lose it a little bit there. It's not an easy corner to get right. I've put soft tyres on, so I have to try and make them last the entire race. so I'm trying not to make them spin too much. But yeah, you can see Mika Salo's just taken off, and we've got Ralph Schumacher and Michael Schumacher, the Schumacher brothers, behind us. They haven't caught up with me yet, but I'm guessing it's only a matter of time as we're now down in 6th, the final points place. And there is another safety car. Obviously, no idea what caused that. But I'm not gonna make you guys sit through a whole safety car lap. I'll skip ahead to when the safety car comes in, and we'll pick up from there after only done 6 laps. So we're on the 7th lap. We're halfway through, but yeah. Well, the safety car is now about to come in at the start of lap 9. So we've lost a lot of laps in this race because of the safety car, and the tyres are cold again. But we're now 6th. There's Mika Salo going very slow. The pack's being backed up a little bit as we full throttle down the front straight, the pit straight there. Again, being very cautious down this first corner, but slipping past Mika Salo maybe. Yes, we get ahead of him. Alex Vert stepped out a little bit there, but kept the rear end. Obviously, the cold tyres have a part to play in that one. We're back up to 5th now, which is really good. I would be happy to score any kind of points with the Tyrrell to try and obviously attract the larger teams ready for the 99 season. But obviously at the moment I'm not concentrating on that. I'm concentrating on driving this car as fast as it can go. And the car, this car anyway, the one that I'm in, is starting to squirm a little bit. I can feel the tyres going off just a tad, and it's only going to get worse. So the tyres never get any better. So I have to be very careful through this section. I can't push it too hard, but I seem to be able to get that section right every time. So that's good. I haven't messed up there as we find ourselves right behind. And oh my goodness gracious me, there was another accident. We've nearly crashed into the Sauber of Johnny Herbert there. Hopefully, that's not another safety car, is it? No, it isn't. Alright, because that would have been bad. But on the upside, we're in the podium places. Let's have a look at our replay. Alright, as this is a replay of that crash from our perspective here on the TV cameras, as Johnny Herbert spins in the exact same place that Eddie Irvine did. He's created a huge backlash behind him. That's a really bad crash. We're lucky we didn't. Get a safety car out of that one. But we're now in a podium place. A Tyrrell in a podium place. That's not something that you'd be used to saying for the 1990s. Maybe back in the 70s, sure, but definitely not in the 90s with the state of the team. But you see, I'm squirming there a little bit. But I'm trying. I feel that as long as I can sort of not make any mistakes, maybe I'll be able to get a podium place. And as we go wide there, in saying that, yeah, we're really losing the grip now, and it's getting a little bit difficult to keep the car in control, even on the straights here. And we've got David Coulthard right behind us there. If we make a mistake like we just did. There he goes, off he goes. David Coulthard's gone, and he's in a McLaren. There's no way we're going to catch that. McLaren obviously being the best. Looks like they're the best team. The car seems like it's the best car of the lot. I would say the Ferrari's probably up there as well, but yeah, definitely the McLaren, the Ferrari, and I would say the Benetton are probably the top 3 performance-wise that I've seen out on track at the moment. But the straight line speed of the McLaren is just insane. As we round the last corner, ready to start lap 10, I believe, because that's 9 laps down. Never mind, actually, it's 10 laps down. We're up to lap 11 already. only a few more laps to go. But I'm not going to make you guys sit through all of this. If there's any changes, I'll skip to that. But otherwise, I'll be back soon. Well, there was no change. We're on the final lap now, 14th lap. The tyres are as worn as anything. Just come around the last few bends there. I'm taking it as easy as I can. I thought maybe David Coulthard might move up to second, but he held his third place, and we held our fourth place as we come across the line in Australia for a points place for Tyrrell. It was a very good first race. Very happy with that performance. I'll take us to the tables, and we'll get ready for the next race. So we finished our first race of the season with some pretty solid points there. We've done very, very well. The next race, I believe, is Argentina, but until then, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.